Welcome back to another video, guys. This is Ticker Feed. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really do appreciate it. And as always, I like to throw out a little meme. It says we are beating expectations, and as you can see, expectation is getting beat up. So what I want to talk about is Gevo stock. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is going to be Gevo and HCS Group sign a strategic agreement to produce renewable low-carbon chemicals and sustainable aviation fuel in Europe. Then the other thing is, I saw that Analysis had a few comments to talk about Gevo. They said the core reason why Gevo stock is still on the riskier side of things. And so I kind of wanted to break that down and just kind of talk about it and mention it. Welcome to the family, guys. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe so you can always continue to know what the latest update is on these stocks. And if you ever want me to talk about any of these stocks or a stock particular, just let me know. And always smash that like button. That way we can continue to let people know about these stocks and all this news and information. Again, welcome to the family, and I'm really excited about this. I have a huge passion about stocks, and so let's go ahead and get started. As I said, we're going to talk about Gevo and HCS Group sign a strategic agreement to produce renewable low-carbon chemicals and sustainable aviation fuel fuel in Europe. So let me read this little quick summary, and then we'll kind of talk about it and then continue. So they announced today that they're going to basically merge to sign a project to develop and build renewable hydrogen facility at the HCS Group site located in Germany. Okay, which is always going to be good news. I like that straight off the bat. So the MOU anticipates a first project that is estimated to produce approximately 60 kmt or 22 million gallons per year of renewable hydrocarbon, advanced renewable fuels, and low carbon SAF at HCS Group's Spire site by the end of 2024. So right off the bat, I'm like, great, this is a foundation. That's another 3 years out, 4 years out. That's great news. That means revenue. That means funding coming in. Okay. Now the HCS Group Manufacturing Center, operated by the Haltermann Careless brand, is strategically located in geographical center of Europe at the Rhine River and the vicinity of Frankfurt Airport, offering excellent prerequisites for supplying customers in Europe. I like that also. I mean, clearly they're thinking about this, and this is why they're merging with this company. So that's, again, another good news. Okay, now let's continue. This project, developed in technology partnership with Gevo, is a key element of HCS Group's strategy and aspiration to be a perpetual pioneer in the area of high volume carbons, while making clear contribution to defossilization and the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. Guys, with the market talking about the green thumb, I mean, this is exactly what you want to hear. Okay, now this is a unique opportunity to enter the SAF market as the first commercial producer in Germany, building our market success with renewable hydrocarbons, according to the CEO. Now, we are excited to enable our customers in the aviation, premium fuels, and personal care industries with bio-based solutions to meet their sustainable goals. I like this. I mean, this is the type of information I want to hear as an investor, right? I've got skin in the game. This is what I want to hear. I like these stocks, and this is why I'm talking about it, right? Now, Gevo and HCS Group have a long-standing and productive relationship at supplying products to service existing HCS Group customers with renewable chemicals and high-octane products. Great. So this is not their first time working together. I mean, that's good information. That's what you want to hear, because I mean, sometimes when two companies or brands come together and they try to build these technologies, it can go south really quick. So for me, again, that's the news you want to hear, right? Gevo technology creates the building blocks for making hydrocarbons, and it says we will need to establish several suppliers of our renewable building blocks throughout EU, made from sugary agriculture residues. Now, let's go to the other remark from the analysts. and see what he has to say. Now, he says the core reasons why Gevo stock is still on the riskier side of things. After a long drought, Gevo has seen its shares surge in value over the past 4 months. Reduced to penny stock status last summer, Gevo stock suddenly caught fire in November. After closing at $14.61 on February 12th, shares in the biofuels company gained 1,390% since Election Day. President Joe Biden's green energy plan is a big part of that growth, but the dramatic spikes and drops in the stock also raise question about the degree of involvement by retail investors who are essentially gambling on Gevo. Now, let's see. Gevo IPO, the wrong time for biofuels. Let's see what he has to say. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but I'm just curious as to what he's got to say. So Gevo went public in 2011. At the time, there was considerable hype around the biofuel company. Oil was expensive and biofuels promised a cheaper alternative. However, the promise of converting biomass into commodity fuels like gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel turned out to be considerably more challenging than the company had let on. There were technical issues and the process was far more costly than expected. Okay, let me take a step back. I mean, that being said, I mean, that's interesting, but you are going to, I mean, everything's not going to go smooth. You are going to come across these barriers, these walls that are in front of you, and it might take a little bit longer than expected. But as long as you're using that technology and to be more technical and to understand and continue to hire people that can figure out these issues, you're going to figure it out and we're going to move forward. Now, the combination of technical challenges, cost overruns, and oil becoming more affordable hammered Gevo. The company issued more shares to raise operating cash. As Gevo stock crashed and faced delisting, multiple reverse stock splits were undertaken. A Forbes article company from February 27 points out that $10,000 invested in Gevo at the time of the company's IPO would be worth $2.36 at this point. Now, with that being said, we have a shift. So I think it's interesting what he's trying to say and where he's coming across. But with that being said, personally, I mean, I don't think that's a big deal. I think Gevo is still a good stock, and I still think it's a good company, and it's still priced at a good price. Now, looking at the chart, right? So when you're gonna look at the body and look at the wick, right, with the volume, with the 52-week high at $15, almost $16, and the 52-week low was 46 cents. I mean, this company was founded in 2005. I mean, they haven't been around that long, and so they're still figuring out, and it's very complex with the type of work that they're doing. So when you're looking at the chart, there are dips, but at the end of the day, as you can see, it's starting to level out close to around $10. Now, if you're looking at 5 to 10 years, this technology it can be used for multiple reasons, right? And so you got to remember the base reason as to why you bought this stock, okay? It's a good company. Now, hold on to it as long as possible if that's what you're trying to do. I'm not a financial advisor. If you're trying to sell, then that's what you're trying to do as well. I mean, it is what it is. But what I'm trying to do, as always, is feed you with the highest news and the latest news as possible. So guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the family. Thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a comment down below. I'm curious as to what you're going to do with Gevo in the long term, short term, or is it an option play? I'm always curious, and I always get super excited when you leave a comment. So just let me know. And guys, again, welcome to the family, and if not, please subscribe. All right guys, y'all have a good one.